In 1946, several manuscripts were discovered in a cave deep within the Palestinian region. These manuscripts, comprising a number of ancient religious writings, became known as the Dead Sea Scrolls. Among these discovered scrolls were fragments of the Book of Enoch, a mysterious scripture that the Church adamantly hides from its followers. What is written in the Book of Enoch that the Church is so afraid of disclosing? And why is it that the 5,000-year-old book is accepted in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church and quoted by Clement of Alexandria, but the Church refuses to give it any significance? Get ready to explore this mysterious ancient text that reveals the shocking secrets of our history. The Book of Enoch has been surrounded by controversy since it was found in the caves of the Palestinian regions. It was discovered in the latter part of 1946 or early 1947 by young Bedouin shepherds near the ancient settlement of Qumran on the northwestern shores of the Dead Sea. In the area now called the West Bank, the shepherd encountered a peculiar incident while tending to their flock. One of them accidentally dislodged a rock in a cliff crevice and heard an unusual resonant sound. Excited they had discovered something extraordinary, they ventured into the cave and stumbled upon a collection of clay vessels. 7 of these vessels contained a treasure trove of leather scrolls and papyrus. The scrolls were later passed on to an antiquities dealer, from where they eventually came into the possession of scholars who determined their age to be more than 5,000 years. Over the next few years, archaeologists discovered tens of thousands of additional scroll fragments in 10 adjacent caves, bringing the total up to almost 900 pieces of priceless texts. Although we have uncovered several biblical scrolls alongside various relics in the desert caves of Israel, the Book of Enoch stands out because of the alternate strand of human history hidden in its pages. The Christian Church first accepted the book but later excluded it from the biblical canon. Why did a text that was once cherished by the Essences, early Jews, and Christians suddenly become denounced, banned, and lost? Here is the truth the Church doesn't want you to know. In the Book of Enoch, we find the story of Enoch, a man who led a pious life for which God rewarded him. But who exactly was Enoch? According to Jewish tradition, Enoch was the great-grandfather of Noah and the father of Methuselah, the oldest person in the Bible who lived for 969 years. Enoch was the 7th son of Cain and Ramona and the 7th descendant of Adam and Eve in the Bible. Enoch is not considered a saint in Roman Catholic tradition, but the Armenian Apostolic Church observes his saint's day on July 26th every year. Interestingly, the significance of Enoch isn't limited to Judaism and Christianity. He is also revered in Islam as the second prophet Idris. So, considering the importance of Enoch, don't you find it surprising that the Church refuses to give his books much merit? Enoch was among the 2 people recorded in the Bible who did not die, but were taken up to the heavens by God, the other being Elijah. The Book of Enoch consists of 5 distinct sections: the Book of Watchers, the Similitudes of Enoch, the Astronomical Book, the Book of Dreams, and the Epistle of Enoch. What makes the Book of Enoch controversial? Stay with us as we reveal our true history as written in the Book of Enoch. The first book discusses angelic beings called the Watchers, who were assigned the task of watching over humans. These angels are described as the sons of God and the sons of heaven. The Watchers were instructed to observe human development but were restricted from interfering with mankind and their lives. However, as men and women multiplied, the daughters of men grew more and more attractive, eventually catching the Watchers' attention. The Watchers decide to take the women for themselves and impregnate them with their seeds. The leader of these angels, Samjaza, warns the others of the consequences of such an action, but the others eventually wear him down, promising to accept responsibility for any repercussions. According to the Book of Enoch, 200 angels descended from the skies to take the women on earth as their wives, and in doing so, they divulged the secrets of the heavens and life itself. The Watchers taught the mortal women sorcery, incantations, and the dividing of roots and trees, information far beyond human understanding. Hence, the Watchers not only betrayed God by mingling with the women on earth, but they also corrupted them with knowledge that was never meant for humans. Can you imagine what the offspring of mortals and angels would look like? You'd be amazed at the result. When the women of Earth gave birth to the children of Watchers, they were neither humans nor angels. They were giants called Nephilim. Possessing extraordinary strength and wit, these giants quickly took over everything the man had built, and destruction spread everywhere. The Nephilim began to kill men, and when they got tired of that, they started killing each other. During this chaos, there was another angel who was not interested in the women on Earth, but in sharing the secrets of warfare with men. The Watcher, named Azazel, taught men acts of evil to corrupt their lives completely forever. In chapter 9 of the first book, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel take the matter before God and ask him how he plans on bringing peace and restoration upon Earth. Brace yourself as we divulge a secret the church doesn't want you to know. Finally, God instructs Uriel to seek Noah and tell him what is about to take place. It was part of God's plan to destroy everything in a massive flood, only allowing Noah and his seed to survive the catastrophe. God orders Raphael to bind Azazel by hand and foot and cast him into the darkness by opening the desert in Dudael, a region of the underworld. He also tells Raphael to cover him with pointed stones, so he remains there forever until the great day of judgment when he will be cast into the fire. The Nephilim are subject to a different fate. Archangel Gabriel is ordered to turn them against each other, so they kill each other off through slaughter. Finally, the leader of the Watchers, Samjaza, is informed of his punishment through Archangel Michael. All the Watchers were condemned to the lowest depths of hell, where they will remain locked away forever. But this will happen after they witness their sons slain before their eyes for 70 generations. There are several places where the Book of Enoch is consistent with the Bible. For example, in Genesis 6:12, the sons of gods saw that the daughters of men were fair, took them as wives. Jude, the brother of James, also mentions the Book of Enoch in his letter in the New Testament. Jude 14:15 reads, "And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints, to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds." However, biblical scholars argue that just because the Book of Enoch gets one or two things correct, doesn't necessarily mean it's all correct. The church doesn't consider the Book of Enoch scripture, as it cannot be called God's inspired and written word. Books that fit into the scripture canon must meet certain requirements, most of which are related to a long history of acceptance by the early church. And clearly, the Book of Enoch doesn't fit the bill. Can you imagine the implications if the church accepted the writings in this controversial book? It would mean everything we have been taught about human history through religion is wrong. The Book of Enoch talks about fallen angels fornicating with women on earth, merciless giants who corrupted and destroyed everything mankind held dear, and the great flood that wiped out everything and everyone except for Noah and his seeds. Stories of fallen angels, the abduction of women to bear children, and superhuman beings like giants aren't new, but have been retold in several religions and cultures around the world. The same story in the Book of Enoch only amplifies the fact that there is a lot we don't know about our origins, and the refusal of the church to accept this scripture only means that the secrets must lie hidden until mankind is ready to learn the truth. Do you agree? Remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Also, subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell for more shocking videos.
Thanks for watching.